Spider-Man.
I am Alain Robert. I am the French Spiderman.
Hello, my name is Padmini Pandit and you are watching Talk. And today we will be talking to Spiderman. I am so excited I cannot put it in words. Just a few minutes from now I would be sitting with and talking to the Spiderman. And when I say Spiderman, I don't mean one of those actors who have played the role of Peter Parker in any of the Spider-Man movies, alright? I mean, I wouldn't be half as excited as I am right now if I was interviewing any of them. For all the wonderful work that they have done, they've been doing what they are doing on the screen. Here, I'm talking about the real-life Spider-Man. Popularly known as the French Spider-Man or the human spider, Alain Robert is in Hong Kong, people, and I'm super excited to be meeting him, to be asking him what he does, why he does, how he does it. For any of you who doesn't know him, if at all, Alain Robert has been climbing buildings across the globe. From Burj Khalifa in Dubai to Taipei 101, from Sydney Opera House to Eiffel Tower, from the Twin Towers of Kuala Lumpur to the Chung Kong Center in Hong Kong. Just a week back. Alain Robert has been climbing all these buildings only with his climbing shoes. You know what that means? No ropes, no harness, no equipment, no crew. He has been climbing all these skyscrapers across the world without any of this. One thing I promise, today when you watch him talk on Talk, you will marvel at him. Alain Robert, the French Spider-Man, with us. Cut. Presenting Alain Robert. Hello and thank you so much, Spider-Man, if I can call you that. I just love the thrill of calling you Spider-Man and sitting here on the same sofa with him.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. Welcome to Hong Kong. How is Hong Kong treating you?
Well, actually at this point of time, Hong Kong is Hong Kong, meaning I've been treated pretty well. I just came because I am having a court case. So, because I climbed like 10 days ago, illegally the Chung Kong Tower, which I put a big banner, you know, with that kind of very peaceful message, you know, two flags, Hong Kong flag, Chinese flag, two hands shaking, you know, more like a call for peace. I know that everybody is trying to make it as a kind of his own political statement, but actually that wasn't. It was just a call for peace.
Now, my first question to you as we start this is, why? Why, Spider-Man? Why do you do what you do?
Well, actually, it's quite simple. It's like a childhood dream, you know. As a young boy, I dreamed to be doing, you know, something brave like Zorro, Robin Hood, or D'Artagnan, and I just didn't know actually what would be my life. Just that I wanted to be courageous one day. And then I saw a movie inspired by a novel written by Henri Troyat, The Grieving Snow. It's a story of a plane crashing near the top of Mont Blanc, and two brothers, guide, very good climbers, they are deciding to climb the mountain to seek survivors. And that was the first time I was seeing guys climbing, such a tall mountain. And I just decided, I was young, I was 8 years old. And I just thought that I want to be like those two guys, I want to become a climber.
But Alan, I mean, I'm sure every 8-year-old boy dreams of doing something like that. Everybody wants to be a superhero. How many of us actually manage to do it?
Oh, I know that for sure. There's only a little, most of the people, let's say, they are dreaming their lives, but on my side, I've decided to live my dreams. Makes a big diff.
So can you say that the dream has come true now?
Yeah, well, for me, the dream has come true, but already a long time ago, there's 44 years I've been climbing. Nearly 45.
Years.
So it means that I found up when I was 8, and I keep on moving forward. I don't want just to be like that kind of person who is living in the past. I know that for sure. I am 57. I am not as performant as I used to be, because 57, but still it allows me to do many things.
But I mean, what keeps you going? That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, you had a dream when you were 8 years old. You have, of course, fulfilled it. You are all over the world. You're climbing skyscrapers. Now, what keeps you going? I mean, what is the inspiration? What makes you feel like, another building or another thing?
Because the dream never end up.
So you mean you're not still satisfied?
Anything is ending once you are dead. So as long as I can move, as I can breathe, I guess I will be climbing. I'm not saying I hope, but deep down, if I have to pick in between dying from a cancer stage 4, I much prefer to die
like
falling from a building or from a cliff. It will be, of course, much faster, but without much regrets, because until now, I've been living an amazing life. I've been traveling the whole world. I've been discovering so many things, so many people from different backgrounds, being jailed, being beaten up, meeting some kings, some queens, some prime ministers, some presidents. So, along the way, I realized that my life could be something much more amazing than what I have ever imagined.
But like you said, that I agree, it's better to die this way. But if I was you, my fear would not be dying. My fear would be, what if I don't die? I fall down and I break my hands or my arms or my legs and I never be able to walk. Oh my God, that's so scary.
I fully agree on that. But sometimes from so high, there is no question mark. If you fall, you die. It's just like it's just so obvious. Like the other day they put mattresses. I was already more than halfway through. First of all, when I saw they put a mattress down the building, I quickly moved on the left for being sure that in the event, first of all, it is totally useless from so high. If you are falling in a mattress, you're dead. So then it's more like for the people who are looking at it, they think, oh, now he's kind of safe.
Yeah.
Actually, it's bullshit.
Really?
It doesn't protect you.
Oh, really?
Any physicist can really prove you that you cannot fall from so high on a mattress and surviving. Impossible.
Oh, yeah?
So then it was really upsetting me. I hope that after my court case, I'm going to be able to get back my GoPro, and hopefully they haven't erased the files. And then there is everything, because I was talking to myself out loud, and I was explaining all those bullshit happening at the bottom of the building. And as soon as I was moving on the left, let's say 2 or 3 minutes later, they were also moving the mattress, and it was really like a stupid game.
Okay.
And then until the end, and at the end, I just decided, okay, fuck you, and then I went to the other side of the building.
My God. But tell me something, I have to ask you this. What are you thinking when you're climbing up the building? What's going on in your mind? What is there any one thought that always comes when you're climbing, or is it just it's just like doing anything, like eating or watching TV?
Maybe not to that extent, but it's just like, first of all, I enjoy climbing, my whole life long I've been climbing, as I was telling you. And second of all, I am pretty much focused, depending, of course, on how difficult is my target. Like the other day, climbing the Chenkong wasn't exactly a difficult one. The only thing that was difficult, this is the weather condition, very hot and very humid.
Agree.
So that was the problem. I'm still having some
Oh my
stigmats
gosh.
from the climbing, because I did cut few fingers, so that was a bit painful.
Okay.
But other than that, I could also even enjoy the ascent, Although, pretty much, even though it's completely extreme, I still enjoy. It's just, when you are free soloing, actually you are putting your fear aside. There isn't much place for fearing about anything. You just need to keep your mind focused on something that you're actually doing and just enjoying and saving your ass.
Wow, you make it sound so easy, but it's unbelievable. I mean, I'm someone who would, even if I'm going in for a ride in Disneyland, I'm not joking, I would always think, okay, let me think, what is the worst that can happen to me if I'm on there? You don't have any negative thoughts when you're climbing up, like not a single thought, what if, or...
Well, actually for me, looking down, I am free soloing now for so long, I have accepted that falling is not even one option. If I'm falling, I'm dead. Then I'm trying not to fall. That's the main point, meaning I am not really afraid of height. Even if I'm falling, I won't feel anything. It's the landing that's going to be tough. So falling doesn't kill you. This is when you are crashing on the floor that you are dying. No, actually, I am trying, to remain a positive person. It could be, like a split of second, which, for example, you are nearly falling, and then, but it doesn't take long. It takes also a split of second for me to bounce back and to refocus.
Okay, now there comes my next question. How do you manage to do that, Alain? I'm sure you have. I mean, is it like meditation when you're climbing up? Are you so focused that you don't have, any other thoughts? And like you said, even if you have, it doesn't take you time to get back to being in focus?
It's not meditation because, I would say that people that are doing meditation on purpose. Me, I climb and I know that my life is at stake. So let's say maybe it looks like a bit like some kind of meditation, but it is something that is mainly automatic.
So you mean it comes naturally to you?
Since you are living something that potentially could be deadly, your state of mind is really at it, and you're having like positive thinking and not not thinking that you may be falling and you may be dying or this or that. It's not actually, I wouldn't do it. So it's more like this is what you are doing, then you better save your ass.
But do you do anything at home? Is there any practice that you follow? Any ritual, any superstition, any exercise, anything that you do before?
Well, actually, it's only just being physically prepared. Mentally, I am pretty much always ready. I don't need to do anything specific, and I wouldn't even know, what it could be actually. Like, everything has to come from your heart, from your willpower. So there isn't any specific exercise.
So that keeps you going.
Exactly.
But I always thought that, like I said, if there was an anti-mirror, that would be between you and me. I'm just the opposite. I'm an extremely careful person, and this is how I was when I was little as well. So any little adventure that I would take, I would always weigh it, and I would always think what would be worse, and then I would decide if I want to do it or not. I thought you must be really an impulsive person, more, like all courageous people are more impulsive, they don't think before they do. But now that I've been talking to you, I feel that there must be a lot of, you must be a very meticulous person, you must be an organized person, you must be a good manager, you must be having at least some plan before you I mean, do you go Reiki the place? Do you go and see it first?
Oh yeah, well, those are the kind of things that I'm doing very often because I need to know, how is my target, whether I can achieve it or not. So kind of being sure that I took enough precautions that allows me to make it successfully.
How? Can you share? What exactly?
Just like can be like checking a building. Sometimes I could be trying a bit at night, or not even. Depending on if there is too much surveillance around the building, then I just cannot. So it depends on that. And well, until now it works.
So what is Alain Robert scared of? Is there anything you fear at all?
Yeah, well, sometimes people, they are laughing because I'm saying that I am afraid of boredom.
Oh my God, okay.
Which actually makes sense, I am trying, to keep my mind as busy as I can doing something that I love. And then
but you're saying that when you're doing what you love, your mind is quiet and calm and you're not thinking of anything else. It's quite a contradiction.
It's pretty much like that, meaning I feel like I am living my dream. I am like in my own element, and then everything is fine and cool.
Okay, Alain, are you single? Or if I don't know how to put it, maybe I should put it this way: is it easy to be single when you are into things like this, something so unusual and risky?
Well, first of all, I'm not single. I'm married. I'm having kids, but
oh my God,
that doesn't really bother me because I have been living like that my whole life long. I used to be married in France, now divorced, but I am having 3 boys. 32, I'm even grandpa, and I am having grandchild and everything. So
you must be the coolest and the fittest grandpa ever. This is unbelievable.
Well, maybe coolest, fittest, but they are complaining because they are in France, so they are not seeing me that much. But
sure.
I am having now a new life in Bali for now 6 years. And I'm having a little boy who is nearly 5 years old.
Oh, wonderful!
And he loves me a lot. Meaning we are having fun. Maybe because now I am older. I'm having more time for my little boy than
you had earlier.
Earlier I was really focusing on training, on climbing, on making money as well.
Okay, so talking about money, where does that come from? I mean, how many of us have a passion that brings us money? Barely any.
No, you are right, but actually I am having sponsors, companies who are asking me to climb their buildings on purpose for doing this, for doing that. They are financing my trips, my hotel, my lawyer, my this, my that, and sometimes I'm displaying banners, with their brand's name. Or also, now I started it year 2003. I am giving talks for big companies like banks, like pharmaceutical, insurance company, and a lot of companies actually are asking me if I could give a motivational talk.
But this, I'm sure, happened over a period of time, right? While you were, this was never a plan.
No,
right?
Those are the things that came along the way. The first time a company asked me to give a talk, they were like kind of giving me, for me, it was like a fortune. Like just to speak 30 minutes, I had to make like 5,000 euros.
Oh, wow.
I just never thought that. And I was just thinking, okay, if this is what they want, at the very worst, I'm gonna speak. It's gonna be like a shit, but at least I make 5,000. And then along the way, I have realized that actually I was a good speaker. And then I have started to develop that careers, and it's great. The last one I gave was for Juul. They are doing electronic cigarette in the US. Meaning, I am hired by that kind of very big companies. Well, sometimes there are smaller ones, but
of course. So
as an example, I just give you this one because this is the last speech I gave 2 months ago. That was in Berlin.
That's awesome. Wow, okay. So what's next? Can you share? What are you planning to do, or is it all secret and you're not allowed to?
Well, next I need also to do an ascent because for one of my sponsors, they are launching a new watch, a bit customized with my name, with a bit of my design, and then and oh, there is also I am launching a record, a song.
Do you sing?
Well, you know, you can make it a bit nicer, but actually it's quite cool. It's
Really?
the title is I am the Spiderman.
Please, can you give us a preview? That would be so cool.
It's going to be possible to download it on YouTube, on iTunes.
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
this will be on the 23rd of September.
Just a month.
A month from now, yeah.
Why don't you sing for us?
Actually, no. Well, it's
A little bit.
but no, it's bad. You know, I'm singing.
I would like that. That's fine.
It's I am the Spider-Man. Nobody can. Well, actually, it's quite good, but I sing like a shit.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. No, really, I'm
It's
bad.
so cool.
But the good thing is that, you know, nowadays they can make sound effects, this and
Yeah,
that.
and then there is- yeah, the
at the end
mics
of the day, you don't need to be a singer because actually
It's
I'm
a
not
good
a singer.
package. Yeah,
This is an idea of my my manager. Is from the UK, and then he used to be a professional singer.
Okay, wow.
And he's
all
having
right.
actually he's also singing. It's not entirely me who is
Yeah,
singing,
sure.
but well, the result is quite, for me, it's quite good.
No, but I'm more keen on knowing which other building are you planning to climb, or is it going to be all secret and mysterious?
Well, like few things, you know, I wish to climb in I forget, in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. I climbing in Europe, of course, like France, you know, Germany, Belgium, you know, because those are easy countries, not get much headache, you know.
What do you think about Hong Kong?
Hong Kong is quite cool, you know, because I have been arrested like 6 or 7 times, and usually things are ending pretty much easily. And this time it's a bit different because although there was no political statement, it was just a very peaceful statement, but mainly because I had a 1-year probation that was ending on the 2nd of August this year, and then I climbed back illegally on the 15th. So meaning 13 days after the end of my probation, I was at it again. So it's kind of well, not really like kicking ass of the society, but just a bit. Well, in a soft way, you know, not too much. At least it is fresh, you know. It is inspiring people.
What do you do? You are close to 60.
Yeah, 57.
57, and you are so fit. What do you do? I mean, what's your routine? What do you eat? How do you work out?
Well, I exercise. I'm trying to eat healthy things, healthy food, like eating salad, eating like pasta, rice. You know, not too much drinking alcohol, although I like it, and you know, just trying to take care of my weight in general.
Nothing specific, nothing special?
Just training, you know, and I guess my metabolism might be not that bad too, so,
Yeah, so it's
you know,
genes.
all together it's
Works for you.
it works.
And I also like your style. That's another thing that we've never noticed when you're climbing. But what are you wearing? Who are you wearing? This looks really cool.
Things that all is customized.
For you?
Where
from?
Because I live in Bali, I can easily. About boots, it's also the same. This one, I went to see some guys in Bangkok, and they made it exactly the way I asked them. You know, I wanted it pointed. I wanted it with this. I don't know. You're calling it. This is the heel, but you know, a bit like a slope, not completely straight and.
Very cool, very distinctive, very unique.
Because I am not a branded person. Most of the people, they are chasing their dreams with LV,
brands.
Gucci, and so on, and I actually hate it. I'm trying as much as I can to be myself, to be as unique as possible.
It shows. It totally does. All right, so that is it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me time. It was super fun.
was great.
Very inspiring as well.
Really my pleasure. You know, it got a lot of fun as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, in my life, I am taking things, you know, not too seriously. You know, As you can see, I can mock myself. I just don't care, you know, what people think. Some they may think that, this guy is crazy or he's wearing some ugly outfit. But at least my outfit makes speak people, because you know I am kind of daring, you know, in my kind of outfit, in my kind of statement as well.